Dragging a manual hand, pump down to the water, is probably the fastest way to ruin a perfectly good morning on the lake. It is exhausting, it takes forever, and by the time the board is actually firm, the arms are already jelly. That is where this little orange unit from Polotrag comes in. It is essentially a cordless air compressor designed specifically for the paddleboard crowd, and honestly, it changes the whole dynamic of getting out on the water. The first thing that hits you when you pick it up is the weight. At just under 3 pounds, it is surprisingly dense, but it fits easily into a gear bag without feeling like a brick. It feels solid, like it can handle being tossed around in the back of a car or sitting on a sandy beach without falling apart. The real magic here is the battery life. Packing 6 2000 mAh cells inside means you are not tethered to a car cigarette lighter or a wall outlet. You can just drop this on the ground, hook it up, and walk away. It is rated to handle 4 full inflations on a single charge, which is plenty for a group outing or a long weekend trip. Now, it is not exactly silent. It has that distinct, high-pitched hum you would expect from a pump working this hard, but it gets the job done fast. Getting a standard 10-foot board to 12 psi takes about 6 minutes. That is 6 minutes where you can be putting on sunscreen or organizing your gear instead of sweating over a handle. The LED screen is a nice touch, too. It is bright enough to read even in direct sunlight, and having the ability to set a target pressure and just let the device handle the rest is a massive relief. It stops automatically, so there is no guessing game or risk of overinflating. It also handles deflation, which is a huge help when you are trying to squeeze every last bit of air out of a board to get it back into its storage bag. It comes with a handful of different nozzles, so it is not just for boards. It works for air mattresses or pool floats too. If there is a downside, it is that the plastic casing, while sturdy, does show scuffs pretty easily if you are rough with it on rocky terrain. Also, while it is great for most inflatables, you still have to be mindful of the recommended pressure settings for whatever you are pumping up. It is a specialized tool, but for anyone who spends their weekends on the water, it is one of those things that makes you wonder why you ever bothered with manual pumping in the first place. It is reliable, it is portable, and it saves a lot of frustration. For the price, it is a pretty solid addition to the kit.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.